All right, let's cut through the noise. AJ Brown is back in the headlines once again with the same repetitive theme. Trade him, locker room issues, big contract, big distraction. But here's the truth no one's telling you. These trade rumors, they don't line up with reality, and the reality starts with the contract. Welcome back to a fresh episode of Flippin the Birds. Let's get it.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
The rumors are catching fire now that the offseason is officially underway. That means Eagles fans are on edge anytime A.J. Brown's name is trending. And yes, it was a down year by his standards, media soundbites, calling out the offense, frustrations, lack of effort, whatever you want to say. He still finished with 1,003 yards and 7 touchdowns, his lowest total since joining Philadelphia in 2022. And with him on the roster, 2 Super Bowl appearances in 4 years, with one of them being a huge Super Bowl win over the Chiefs in 2024. So let's not lose perspective. Now, could there be interest from other teams that want to trade for A.J. Brown? Absolutely. He's a hot commodity, a dynamic player, and he's a game changer. If you watched the last episode of Flippin the Birds, you heard David say that the Broncos are a team to watch, and that makes sense. The Ravens and Bills could also be in play, but here's the truth. Trading Brown is extremely unlikely in my opinion, and honestly, it would be a terrible business move for the Philadelphia Eagles. Reason number 1, the contract. A.J. Brown is fully guaranteed through 2026. Fully. 2025, locked. 2026, locked. After that, about $4 million in 2027 is guaranteed. 2028 and 2029, that's where flexibility kicks in unless Philadelphia extends him this offseason. So if you're screaming trade him now, you're ignoring the timeline. The decision window isn't today, it's after 2026. And here's what nobody's saying loudly enough. If the Philadelphia Eagles trade him right now, they eat a massive dead cap. And I've never seen them eat a dead cap this large for a wide receiver. Sure, for a quarterback, we all saw it for Carson Wentz. But I can't imagine them paying serious money for a player that's not on their roster while still trying to contend. That's bad business. And this front office doesn't move off elite talent in their prime unless something or someone forces it. Right now, nothing is forcing it. Now let's look at it from a 30,000-foot view. Are the Eagles in a rebuild? No. Are they still in a competitive window? Absolutely. They just won the NFC East and still made the playoffs despite all the distractions that was going on with the offense. So why would you move a top-tier receiver still in his prime when you just invested heavily in reshaping the offense? That move doesn't scream reload, it screams reset, it screams panic. And this team is nowhere near reset mode, especially after investing in offensive staff changes. I find it hard to believe Sean Mannion agreed to come to Philadelphia without the guarantee of having an offense with Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, and A.J. Brown. Why dismantle one of the better offensive units in the league when you just won a Super Bowl in 2024? If you want a real discussion, talk about 2026. That's when guarantees thin out. That's when leverage shifts. That's when extension talks get interesting. But 2025 trade chatter, noise. Offseason energy with no structural backing, especially after Jalen Hurts gave Brown a ringing endorsement saying they're in a great place. It doesn't make sense for the Eagles to make this kind of move. So next time you see trade A.J. Brown trending, ask, does this match the contract timeline? Does it fit the Eagles' goals? If it doesn't, it's just engagement forming. And structure always tells you what's real. And this contract is very real. Now, thank you for tuning into this episode of Flippin the Birds. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment your thoughts, and we'll be back next week with a fresh episode of Flippin the Birds. Go Birds. Flip.